getting down to what Westcliff is about and how to apply to Westcliff, there are a few things we look for. If you're going to be, since you're already in the US, a lot of times the first step is to go to our electronic application on westcliff.edu/apply. So just going on here, this is our admissions page. You'll be scrolling down to the transfer F1 on campus if you're inside the US. If you're outside the US, then you would choose the first one. So if you go into our form stack application, a lot of these are pretty straightforward, and I do want to go into this in more detail in a little bit, but we also will ask for some documents. Should all be included in the application. So that includes the NACIS or AICE evaluated transcripts. We also look for a minimum GPA 2.0 for undergraduate and 2.5 for postgraduate programs. English proficiency, we look for TOEFL, IELTS, and CPE is our own internal English exam that we can provide if you do not already have that. But coming from a US institution already, that should be enough. We just look for at least 30 credits completed at a US university or institution previously. That can also waive our English requirements. If you're also from an English-speaking country, or if you have medium of instruction letter from a previous program, which was taught from an international school, that can qualify for English. We also don't require any entrance exams, no testing like GMAT, GRE, or SAT. So I think it's quite convenient too. Normally our application fee too is $50, but if you do apply through Go Elite, I'll make sure to show you how to do that so you do not need to pay a fee. You might be interested in knowing our deadlines, right? Our next upcoming intakes will be the end of August. And we also have another intake the end of October. So that's going to be session 1 and session 2 of fall 2022. Then our spring session. So each session will be about every other month. We'll have a new session. Each one is 8 weeks long. So the bottom line, you have a lot of chances to apply to Westcliff throughout the year. We do ask that you try to apply earlier the better. So also you have time to do CPT registration too, and to apply for CPT. So that would be, I would say, at least 3 months in advance. Personal information section of the application. I think it's really important to put your name exactly on government issued ID. Please input your personal email. And here you would also input Go Elite's here on the information and the contact email for Go Elite as well. And that will help you to waive the application fee. After you submit the required documents like our transcripts, English proficiency requirement, and we look at the application in total, we'll also do an interview with you before, and it's just a casual, more of a, to get to know you and for you to get to know one of the advisors in the admissions team so that you can ask any questions you have to us. After we do the interview, we'll issue out the acceptance letter. And then at that point, we will ask for your I-20 request form, which we will use to look at issuing out your I-20. So we have it'll just be the same information as your passport. You should sign and then put your source of funding too. And just note that your source of funding documents should be including a bank statement. Please make sure to have that within 90 days. So that should be and not expire within 90 days of the application. So make sure that it is still current as far as bank statements. If you have sponsors, there will be a section that you can add in your sponsors too. Remember, we do accept one sponsor statement per sponsor per bank statement. And just a few words about the bank statement. Just make sure that it is in English, that is legible, and it states the currency of the funds. And also has the account holder's name. It should be similar to the I-20 request form as far as the information. And if it's a company statement that you want to attach, just make sure that there's a letter too from the company letting you, just confirming they're sponsoring you. And then if it is an account type that's unclear, ambiguous, if there is any maturity date there, we just need an email confirmation from you saying that you are able to withdraw the funds within the first academic year.